Alright, guys, I'm live this time because, like I said in the other video about, it's just it doesn't sound like an immature thing of me living in childhood. You know what I'm saying? Got to that peak of understanding. Also, obviously, I am not the feds, so I do expect the feds to leave me alone. Me zoning, be good at zoning because we're all human, and I understand someone that takes a day off, and I don't blame them. As I always was the bullet catcher of my family, which is just because I don't blame you doesn't mean I didn't, you know, doesn't mean that you can backdoor me. You know what I'm saying? The air dried out when I was 16, and I was already on a journey to become a top athlete since elementary school, which my best friend and sisters would say I was on that level. You know what I'm saying? So obviously I'm not going to blame my bro, like he needed to still be there for me so I can make it. I mean, that close to me so I can make it. But but the situation that I'm saying, you know, but yeah, I got the vibe to how I wanted it to be for the understanding why I bring up ghosts. You get what I'm saying? Because, like I said, it's just the main. But the point that I also making though is, so the right thing to do, right? The right thing to do with people that, because I want people to know it's just I've been busy zoning the way that I've been zoning since a kid, and now I'm at the point that there's no animosity for me having that caliber and being past barriers since my freshman year. And me just wanting to get this project of the tent in my camp of whatever I did in school, it was for the next generation, even if they respect it or not. Because, what I was talking about in my last video is actually very serious. But, I'm not here to goddamn play my music and show them my music. There's no rap cap in my rap. But, the best thing to do, because like I'm saying, I always had an ear out for everybody. I didn't care that people didn't have an ear out for the bullet catcher. So it was always, my friends fluctuated for that type of animosity. And like I said, people mad that I give them space to think for themselves, and I don't have animosity. For that, what I just said, we usually when people help people out, they do expect something in return. So I don't expect nothing in return. I expect, solitude if I understand someone drunk or, having a good time and don't have control, and they blurt out like, where's your friends? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, somebody out of the friends have to be the driver. Got to get us home safe. You can't be like, why do you always want to drive? We're not really your friends. We don't ever let you drink. I'm the sober friend. Oh, we forgot I was the sober friend. Maybe that's why me and my sisters get along, and I'm just troubleshooting weed is not a bad thing. We forgot I was the sober friend. All right, so that being said, people don't want a sober friend or a controlled friend that has the maturity and tolerance thereof to not, overdo something, for lack of better words, if we want, because it's like the atmosphere is. I smoke weed and now people just think I'm this pothead. When really, I want to say I helped Calvin Johnson get through Michigan. I want to say that because I think he's from Georgia. Or he just played in Georgia. I want to say I helped Josh Gordon, but it didn't hold up. I want to say that I helped Percy Harvin because he played in Florida. I want to say the last thing I was saying in my video, to understand what I was saying, I want to say I helped with the inverted survey, if not survey, of attendance of IQ needs to be a crash dummy for certain topics or interfaces or intriguing situations that have a pseudo ignorance or what's the word when something's like unconscious to, but not really unconscious to. But yeah, I guess ignorance, but pseudo ignorance. Yeah. But in the end, I didn't do porn until because no energy is still with me. So I did the martial arts of sex. You get what I'm saying? Which my city knows. You get what I'm saying? I'll always be, because people, obviously, a lot of different, the late 90s, it was about who's the more mature kid who gets pussy. Now everybody, you know what I'm saying? So I was talked about with when there was a lot of this stuff talked about, and kids was when it way before social media bloomed. I was the one that they threw that type of gravity of vibrations on. That's why I always bring up my city. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end, when they had to get off work and stuff, and they didn't want a man thinking that that's how they had to move. You know what I'm saying? Nor did I tell them to do that, though. I'm just saying. It's like what I said in the song. They like, go ahead, man. I started choosing mothers over girls my age, and they like, go ahead, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, man. And that was the way I used to beef with grown men, and I wasn't beefing back because the mother needed to get not her feel on, but her vibrations through. Girl talk, for lack of better words, and who she could trust, and she knew the women knew they could trust. I don't have to explain that shit. I'm elaborating too much. It's not there no more. In the end, it was obvious I would be gun pointed to do porn. Let's say that. And men and husbands used to be they was never mad that they did that to me because they thought it was funny. They didn't want their wife or baby mamas to throw that weight on them, get through your period and then if I want some, I want some, or But this is not an educational top topic. This is just, if whispers happen, this is how people go through certain situations. And have to talk about it later. But yeah, so they hated that women trusted me like that since single digits. They lost their game that they could play with the woman, for lack of better words. Like, they knew they was in the hot seat. They was trying to beef with me for always being in the hot seat with me. So I was labeled all this type of shit. Dark aura back then too. So it was like, just throwing it to the like, they was just, that's how the men were talking, like you just a leftover or something. Like, for other words I could say, and I don't want to say it like that because, obviously that's why I am a soft-footed person. You know what I'm saying? I'm always on my toes because I'm not gonna let nobody just throw that type of things on me without me having my way, out of it. Obviously, ask CTC because if I said the right word. So don't want to leave nobody out, right? So the situation is, me and the daughters, and the daughters having that girl talk with their only example of a mother before social media came and made an addiction and drug to stop ignorance or make it ignorant. I can't think of a word I want to say, but bring conscious to a way that wasn't really mature, which is why there used to be this big warning or caution or don't let your, you know what I'm saying? But they just didn't elaborate, right? It sounded like some other conspiracy type theory to why not, and even if they could read through the lines and understand, it's just a warning off that momentum, yellow paged wrong, or yellow paged in general. So when I was a kid, I always talked to women, owner telepathy. The doors was always open for me. Then it got to the point that, like I said, I was always looked at as this dark aura, Chucky. I know I'm saying Chucky, but, I had, when it came down to trying to when it came to a woman's movements without other men being in their business, I was there. Let's say it like that. And I was always invited to all type of parties. And then when soccer was on, that was like the first thing that, like, Pangea is not a theory. So then it got to the point, I think I said this in video, I don't remember, but it got to the point that it was like they was using it. I stopped a big human trafficking that, I could do that with you. You know what I'm saying? Which elapsed to other girls learning, girls trust me. Or, like I said, I'll talk to girls first, and it became a whole people choosing their hot seat with these women or with their woman. And in the end, it's not, it's not a relationship. It's maturity. It's being a bullet catcher. That's the best way to say it. And obviously, it's plain when I say that because it can mean many things, but that's the point. So, so that's what it's just the main. Without from my city, which gave me the whole state, but it's A-okay. So, so it's just like when I see girls in general, it's not hard for me to see how they get bullied off their movements for where they could correlate how they need to vibrate through the day, and the girl talk from them trying to tell them that cult or something, and I'm not no goddamn cult. It's just amazing, So that being said, like I said, I'm just talking like this. That platform got the tweaking like a motherfucker. not understanding, I got to be able to speak up for myself, So, um, I'm not asking for no special treatment. For someone talking up, and they trench from etc. is not asking for putting yourself in a trench and talking up is not asking for you put yourself in a trench for special treatment. Because if I didn't put myself in the trench, I wouldn't have nothing to talk about. Yeah, that's not no goddamn special treatment. It's the right thing to say and do. You like to talk about explaining militia, but that was just an example, a big, deep example that could fall in the whole category of understanding organization of being militant. Explaining militant. So, yeah. So, obviously, that's how I knew it was porn being touched by female, because I had that whole fish scale a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So, if a girl want to be with me, she got to have a crazy appetite. But the point that I'm making, though, the point is, like I'm saying, so I got it all through that. It's just the main, hopefully that girl don't get backdoored for having an appetite. Girls that have big appetites don't get backdoored in general, And be like, you know what I'm saying? Type of, I could do that or something. But yeah, it wasn't, I'm not gonna say the song. I know it's the song I'm thinking about. But yeah, so I chill with every culture from my city, especially obviously Americans too, but every culture I was, they best friend because, they, I was hilarious as a kid. Like it was like, if any other man did that, it would have been like her words aren't, from what it takes from not just physical to speak up from that position of understanding a woman's body part. It would have been all a whole avalanche, right? Snowball fight without. That's why snow is actually fun every time we played outside too, because it was, we pick up snow, and I'm picking up snow with the whole community our neighborhood kid. So, and I'm the little brother. So, the things that I can say I am, other people are nowhere near fathoming. And so instead of it being an uphill battle and then the man got to prove himself, I was the little kid that the dad or the man just wanted to see if I'm just going to throw him in the hot seat or just roast him. Because you'll take the roasting. He just don't want to be in the hot seat for not caring. Because that's what it is he had a whole alibi and whatever coming back inside. We back in when we went outside and knocks it free. Hey, you know what I'm saying? It was like that humor. And just doing that song at in my late 20s. But yeah, so it was just like everybody was happy because it was an understanding of I don't want to be touched that way. Right? It was a whole understanding of I don't want to be touched that way. And that's very serious. And I'm only a kid with that understanding. That's why, I said, that parent is y'all friend. It's like I didn't have to talk about these things, I was so smart I didn't have to think. You know what I'm saying? Well, there's some joke now going on or some shit. So, yeah. So, like I said, in the end, this is way before social media, you feel me? Only telepathy at that young age type of understanding. Baby Webpool, watch the neighborhood and that type of zoning and formatting to building it all the way to this age to I asked for Thursdays. Stuff that people like, man, nobody cares about me. I do all these. Like, there's no going back or something. Like, I'm about to complain. It's like, no. It's just a bad goddamn. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole understanding of, I don't want to say business is business, but that's, But, I was going to explain something more about porn, but I'll just moment of silence because I know why I stopped explaining porn. In the end, I'm not going to lie to explain porn and that whole understanding, which is a martial arts of sex. You get what I'm saying? Or be careful you give your energy to it, people, and they are prepared of how they going to use it, or they have the barriers for it if they're not prepared. Whoever. But so that being said, right? But that being said, I just feel like it's right, you know what I'm saying, to go live, and it was easy for me to make friends when I was a kid, right? It was easy for me to make friends as a kid. It was easy because I had all this adult stuff that I was doing, this mature stuff I was doing, bullet catcher, the minimum of, if I was gonna get more examples, every category of just falls on the correlations of being a bullet catcher and knowing how to zone from what hits me, you know what I'm saying, for how agencies, bureaus, will tag a hit and the humidity control or everything between that can build from there. And now I'm in my late 20s, but obviously my own arsenal to build and keep building from what I could keep building since single digits, and 2 decades later still that. So it's kind of obvious why I could call a game, and or from more than I built, or what I'm speaking about. But where's the I should have wrote a book. Some people say you need to write a book, and it's like, no, I worked hard for my things. We did not shift for me to write a book. Too bad. So yeah, so then I'm going live now as a adult. I'm asking y'all, you feel me, whoever watches my videos, how do you make friends? I don't know how to make friends. I thought maturity is how you make friends, and it's not. So I don't know how to make friends, y'all. You know what I'm saying? How do y'all get people's numbers and tell them you're just trying to be a friend, right? How do y'all do? Do y'all do that? Like, am I out the loop? As a kid, making friends was easy. Like I said, I'm a bullet catcher. People can say, "Oh, I'm going to chill with Zemaine," and they'll just echo. We trying to stop him, showing he's consistently that mature, but right now he's beating y'all. You get what I'm saying? In that category. But saying he's a kid keeps it for y'all not mature enough to bring that kid in, so I could chill with him, while y'all should have brought him in and told him some businesses or things that he could partner with what he's doing in maturity, instead of just always zoning. But yeah, so yeah, how do y'all make friends? Like, I was on the other hand of Blog Talk making fun of myself, calling myself out my name and stuff. And I'm like, hold on, let me get down and talk to my goddamn old compadres that came acquainted with me when I was just a teenager or younger. And like I said, so the main thing is some people that follow me that didn't go to school with me. I don't want people to think that I'm not someone that you can contact if you just don't want to or not. I just don't say it's me. Why? Like, I went from everybody calling me to nobody calling me. So, that type of bullet catching. My phone was always open. I don't need if I know you're gonna be in the lookout. I don't need you to call me type vibe. I just need to know that you're on that lookout. You know what I'm saying? And then when I call and I hear I'm calling because I understand you give me the space to think for myself. Lookout, and then I'm not trying to accommodate you. And so it stopped when they started accommodating me for, I guess, whatever stalemate or stagnicity they are in and just living a regular life with their friends. So I'm like, how do y'all make friends? I knew how to make friends as a kid. I don't know how to make friends as an adult. I'm just gonna be real, right? I hit the peak as an adult. It's been a decade of being an adult. How do y'all make friends? Because I'm not a observing guy. I don't like to just observe friends. Okay? So I'm trying to figure out, how do y'all make friends? Like, where do we go from here? Like, I always knew how to respect people in general. I never overstepped boundaries of showing respect. I'm not trying to talk and prove that I don't overstep boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Wherever I get clouded is how my swag goes, right? But everybody knows that know my true intentions, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. How do y'all make friends? Like, what is the first thing, because obviously that's just not going to be how I make friends. And if I hear a good idea or something, I'm like, okay, I thought I was doing something like that, but I guess I wasn't, So it's like, because it's like I'm not standing still, right? I'm not trying to stand still, No one ever counted me out that I wouldn't pull my own weight. So to be in a standstill, how do you make friends? Because, like I'm talking about with my evasiveness and bullet catching, but basically adorable or something. I'm in a point that I have to speak up about this stuff or something. But in the end, I didn't want to be doing porn. You get what I'm saying? And like, I guess what I'll talk more about that is, I might understand how people talk, right? Like, y'all probably talk with y'all friends. Well, what if I was a girl? Or what if I was a boy? And then that y'all joke like that. Well, I'm still just going like, if I joke, like, I'm making fun of girls. I'm not literally like, imagine what if I was a girl? Like, give me respect. I'm making fun of girls that are doing shit and it's unnecessary. That old type of joke and slang. But in the end, you get what I'm saying? People be all, people talk about piping a woman and stuff like that. And it's just like, it goes to like, people say there's certain things how you can see someone's aura, right? So, every girl that I've, felt on, I didn't keep their aura. Does that explain what porn is? Like, how it can be draining on both sides. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at radar, you can see every girl that put me in a position where I was trying to be evasive to probably find the right girl, and I'm stuck with this family orientated talk where these are the only words that I can say to get out of this position and to these actions. Yeah, if you look at it from a filter of looking at aura or whatever energy, because we give you energy to, I'm a pirate. People don't talk about stuff like this, Like, what's the name? Now you know why I listen. If you cared, you wouldn't have tried to, like, you know what I'm saying? Clout wise, right? I cannot call myself. Body wise, I can't call myself a virgin for catching bodies, right? But spreading but connected auras, I could call myself a virgin. Because so it says, I thought you was a virgin. Body wise, you know what I'm saying? Bird view filter on the radar wise, that's not sex. Ain't that right? That's porn. And I have a lot of fish scale, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I was saying, I was in the old days, in the late 90s, it was maturity how people set their kid up, and then they hate their kid for not wanting to do the mature thing because it makes them look like a bad parent, and they didn't raise them that way, to the point that people just stopped caring and saying, don't say I didn't tell you is enough. Two, what I was talking about with managers and hiring. So that should have never went commercial, but in the end, it did. Because it did. But, the point that I'm making is, so I always had to be ready to run away from girls. So it's not funny when a dude don't see I'm running away from girls because he don't want to give me that type of horizon or charades. Or what type of charades, you know what I'm saying? But in the end, I would go outside and I could hear all, as a kid, I can hear all who, like I said, girl talk, who they trust me with, how me invited to houses, parties, dad's catching on that I'm the chosen one and I didn't say nothing. It's like you gotta talk to a kid. Like, I'm either chilling with the little brother or I'm chilling with the older brother, and he's telling me about, no one never had, like I was talking about, like, why my wrestlers and my babies, because they know they never had to say a lot to me. I always had that vibe. People never had to say a lot to me. So it really evolved or fine-wined in sports. So, way before I got out of high school. So, that's what I'm talking about. But what I see and how I was able to call the game, it's a big ass maturity. And I'm hard on myself. So we're denying the maturity, and we're having animosity about I'm hard on myself. And me seeing sight that people know that. and not acting like that's in there like swimwear math of how the war room is set up. And also obviously other extra examples I can bring up. So, you know, it's other examples I can bring up, but the whole point that I'm making is the examples I can bring up that it's like, oh, that is part of the world. I forgot about it because it's just second nature to walk in the world like this or something. We talking about the regular normality and blueprints to make it. I also follow those protocols too. And and lived a life where it's just people override attention that's been overseen or people oversee. You get what I'm saying? And it's very rude. It's like very, very rude. And I guess that's why they can deal with these mannerisms of these younger players of these generation now, because they know it's very rude of them too. So, but so everybody's just watching and chilling like this is normal for what's the updations of the world, but they know it's to come. And then I'm an underground artist, so sports can be like, okay, yeah, we talk about legends and art and players we hope made it all the time, and you just fall in the you fall in the back, for lack of better words, for what I'm trying to say. But music, when someone falls in the back, they jumped Hollywood. You get what I'm saying? It's still there. You know what I'm saying? That understanding. I don't know what. I'm the first artist that wants to publicize. They've been connected with another artist. I swear there's stories artists can tell like we didn't figure out about Chris Brown and Rihanna right when they started talking. You get what I'm saying? Like, we didn't figure out about da-da-da and da-da-da right way. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm going to get in a relationship, right? And that stuff is going to be in the air of those connections. But while we not giving me that publicity of being that underground artist known until I get into a relationship, and then she has to hear about my zoning and connections with who artists I thought I was gonna make music with. You get what I'm saying? Girl artists I thought I was gonna make music with, if not dudes that will tag along in a little guy coda. They understand, but they say disperse all that. We don't care about them. That's too many that artists. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I swear we're still trying to feed out artists that have been with an artist, and then some artists will come out like, yeah, for da-da-da, when we was on it, da-da-da. You get what I'm saying? Well, it's just the main. You get what mine is just the main. I'm like, y'all never gonna catch me. Oh man, let me tell y'all about some goddamn people that remind me of people when that's how they like some shit. But yeah, so yeah, it's like I passed the threshold of underground artist. I have some connection because as a kid I was popular in Atlanta that way. Like, I was doing that as a kid for women to be able to move the way they need to move. Mike Vick was the quarterback back then. Other quarterbacks came in and they was spoiled off of that type of protocol in Georgia for cookouts or something, whatever. So, not cookouts. That was the wrong words. Race, I said that. Something like that. Something like in those understanding. But in the end, no, ain't gonna be the one now. On the sun in the new house. But yeah, so how do y'all make friends? Because as an adult, I'm not winning with making friends. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care about publicity because I already made it past Hollywood. That's what I'm trying to explain. In my eyes, like if I was talking to somebody about this stuff, I would give them that merit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really hard on myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, yeah, I'm saying someone come live and I have a conversation. I just can't make friends, and then I just hear the crickets in their background. I didn't mean to do that. I would have service make it look like I'm okay with that having friends. However it would cricket like, oh well, and it's like I know that stuff. My city know me, my sisters know me, my best friend know me, other people kind of know of me. But the whole point that I'm making though is I made it past a lot of pussy to only get touched when I'm 18. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. When I just explained to you, y'all know usually girls goddamn trap you down. When I was actually trapped. I was actually trapped down. You get what I'm saying? I was actually, y'all get what I'm saying? Because I don't want to sound harsh. But the word that I'm going to say, we just say, no, I'm just moment of silence it. And that's what I mean about, if I get in a relationship with a girl in the music industry, that connection is gonna be there. You wanna know what girl I wanna be in a relationship with? And that connection is there? I hear it in the air. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. We don't know who it is. But in the end, any girl if I try to get in a relation, if not, she then zoned it that we're already in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Whoever that could be, that would be sexy. But that's just, I don't talk this way. This is like what's the word? This is amazing. Words like these are coming out my mouth. You know what I'm saying? And the atmosphere already has that type of talk. Like I said, there's a way to talk without talking. Being family orientated and zone talking or cadence talking is that way. But people know the zone you are in will be your speech, and that's not talk. You didn't talk your speech. You know what I'm saying? People understand the procedure for the cadence, and where you agree. You know what I'm saying? That's not talking, but that's talking. You know what I'm saying? Two people act like that's bucking or some shit. But yeah, so in the end, like I said, I'm not gonna throw that word out there, but that's what that would, that's how you keep it. That's how you show great manners out of feelings that could have been there on the other side, right? That's the best way to say it. I know what word I was gonna use, you know what I'm saying, but because people, if I try to talk to, if the girl I want to get, that's what people try to label it that way. You know what I'm saying? People try to. I don't want to say nothing in those type of categories. You know what I'm saying? But people will just act like they know me knowing me getting this person. You know what I'm saying? That explains what I'm trying to say anyway. I don't even have, even though I didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's the point. Because in the end, no. I was about to say something again. No, that's all. No. Everything I'm about to say, I don't want it to sound like. I don't want it to sound like you got. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to sound like. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to. I don't want it to sound like. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to sound like. I don't want it to sound like. You know what I'm saying? So, because that like it's a competition of whatever. I don't want it to sound like. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. I know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I am a male, so I do hold myself to. I don't play immature games, but I do keep. I am militant, so I have to keep tally of a lot of things. Like I said, what militant means, right? So, um, yeah, that's the whole point. So I'm just live, anybody that want to come and tell me about like how to make friends, because I don't know how to make friends as an adult. You know, y'all know that I don't ask people for nothing, not because I don't want to. I'm not that person. And then I'll hear some shit like you need to learn, and then it'll be a whole stone cold halls of a mentee stone cold. We talking about there's nothing. It's not that he doesn't know how to act. He's not going to. That's not in his character. You get what I'm saying? That much ice, unchiseled ice, not in my character to ask. So to say I need to learn is having me gun pointed by some surroundings that you think niggas are scared to say this to you or something. It's not scared. It's that, you're taking it too far. You're looking at you're seeing the air inside out and playing with someone's personality and persona of individuals. Everybody has their own character, because it's not they're scared to ask that. It's be not wanting to be stupid is not being. You shouldn't be scared to not be stupid. Right? Or you shouldn't be scared to be stupid, right? That's someone asking that question. So, scared. That's the main curse right there. But yeah, so like I said, people be mad that I give people space to think for themselves, and talking to me accommodate. So, I wanted to make an inverted survey on how do y'all make friends. I don't know how to make friends as an adult. I thought I was pretty mature as a kid. I made good amount of friends that could go flap their wings and never see me again if they don't want to. But you know, people say in adulthood comes many other things if you are prepared for it. And I want to say I was over prepared. So I guess I just didn't have the point of how to make friends down, just to be mature and say it, because I don't want to be like, oh, I know how to make friends. I was cool in school. I don't want to do that. I'm an adult now. I can't really name a solid friend outside of when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? That I made. I can only, no, because, that was a friend I made as a kid. So it's just extra, as an adult, I haven't, I understand the check and balance. I understand people so busy and trying to get to a foundation to make friends, but I'm at my foundation. So it's like, that's why I'm asking this question. You know what I'm saying? Other people, they too busy. We might be best friends when they get out of not being busy. Me, I don't. That's why I'm live. But yeah, in the end, the point is what I'm saying is, as an underground artist, other people, let's say other people, underground artists, or they can't say what I can say in music, nor they can say the connection between football as a kid and music that was driving there to, well, I say my connection of now being they can't say a lot of things without understanding what ghostwriting or helping hand they had. While I can really, every time I talk about being a one-man army militia in my music, to an extent, my solitude, or people trying to take away my solitude, and what I've done with that, which understand that I did stuff by myself, it's like an animosity in the air, and I have more than 500 songs, so I expect, whatever comes to me, right? And that's why I'm making videos. So, because in the end, this is I said in a video some time ago, archiving, but I didn't use that word. So, yeah, I just want to go live and be like, how do y'all make friends? Because, not only like I was talking about in sports, y'all lame and we're not talking about certain things, because I guess y'all have your own prize picks. But, that's also with the industry, you know what I'm saying? If I be like, oh, I think I can pull her, and y'all be like, why do you think you can pull her? And then it echoes, and y'all know me. That's how I joke. I want you to get rid of. You play dumb that when I said that I was talking about that, and then I stay on it. That, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you don't know about a connection, or you don't know about when people started talking, or what they count as that, until like maybe years if they good at it, or months later. And it's like if I go in these celebrities DMs, that connection, I win. I want to end the connection. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't, but end the connection, and then they don't have a friendship with me to make music, or keep it where you don't know the connection, or we play dumb about these musicians that know music get around, right? Get around, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so, obviously I do have one particular girl, you know what I'm saying? See, so I went to the library, we would have been talking about this, but y'all lame. That I love the connection, and the other connections was like what I was talking about as a kid of being mature. And it's only it's a deep, deep, deep. You hold on to me, I hold on to you, and obviously all the connections I'm talking about have that type of. It's just not that deep, So it's like if she don't want to hold on to me no more, you get what I'm saying? Or if it was echoing, there was never a chance, and a girl pulled up on me, it would have been, I don't think you're going to keep holding on to me. But if you want to prove it, we could prove it. You know what I'm saying? While this girl, it doesn't have that, I don't think. It's like, where, but where? You know what I'm saying? It's like, but where? And that's why. Yeah, so I don't know how to make friends as an adult, I'm a great time. I'm never the worst invitation. And I don't know how to make friends as an adult. You know what I'm saying? But I did do the little things that I don't have to be like, call the cops. If I ever call the cops, it's because they're affiliated. If I didn't stamp that with ETC, like there's a zillion examples of me saying ETC. But yeah, if I ever call the cops, it's because they're affiliated. And I don't, okay, like, what connections? What are you talking about? You got through Hollywood Underground. I I don't want to hear that from cops. What are you talking about? If I'm in Alice in Wonderland, I'm in Alice and give it to you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I have juggled heartbeats, and that causes heart attacks and um what's the word? I think of the word respiration effects or defects or I can't think of the word. Asthma, attacks and cause all type of etc. So if I ever call the cops, it's because of what I've been doing since a kid. Where's the bookkeeping? And I don't want to hear that shit. Like, but a chief, like I just call myself a chief. I mean, like native, word chief to the title of the occupation. That's what they have to deal with when y'all see it when they get called and they don't know why they let their guard go, or it's hiring and someone they do know, but they know that's a no, right? And it's like, well, who's saying it's a no? And that's where we get to the Big Bang Theory and the shot heard around the world on the physical plane, and like what I mean by where the word chief derives from, and to now it's a title. Well, like I was saying, like the mafia, understand medieval, but mafia understanding that the government's not a bad word. Safety protocol from teaching people wax on, wax off has was subdued or rotten, and they still there from knowing that the loaning out of their not listening has overtaken. And why I say, but the one thing that's not gonna change is that the real definition of mafia and chief deriving from that, and I was just thinking about someone said they changed it wasn't that, but the White House check and balance was still it will like me moving to a place will always have that same vibe. I bring that vibe. The White House will still have that check and balance shift no matter who is elected. Why I say the mafia just needs to puzzle piece in and give us our benefits thereof, which we cannot, that's where indoctrination is a jungle thing, not a new world order. It's people seeing there's money to make and not putting the right people in the right positions, right? Like me not making it. I'll just go on a limb and say that as a joke, and people, no, that's not why you so serious. I'm just trying to figure out why they don't want to have those conversations. Waiting patient, I see it. They gon' hate when I'm playing. Just a whole mission just to chill with friends. But yeah, so but I think I was explaining so much where I said I don't remember what I was saying, but really that's not what I was talking. Nah, listen, you goddamn. Shawty said, what did she say? She said, I had crazy fish scale on me. Okay, so boom, explain porn, right? It's funny when girls say this to me too, though, but they slick tell me it was porn too. But like they it starts with an R. You know what I'm saying? But common sense matrix for why a male doesn't get no help for stuff like that or something. But right, so yeah, so like I said, I've been doing that shit since single digits, and I don't want to hear from no little boy talking about he's doing something for his girl, because I had men that knew that I was the neighborhood kid, you know what I'm saying, and didn't ask for no attention. And I hope, and they put, and they did, it wasn't loaning out someone's life, it was loaning out what the hot seat was, and me steering the dragon. I didn't ride on anything. Got everybody to say, don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? That was hard. That made that bar go up. But cause that could mean a lot of things. But yeah, you know, and like I said on a handle on a video about chaos charm or snake charm or those stations that I walked in with the whole world on me. That whole, right? So to catching bodies, losing virginity, right? But if you go off of bird view, it's like that. He could say connecting auras, he hasn't lost his virginity. Yeah, and I had crazy fish scale before that. You know, like I said, I didn't get into a touching of that type of touching until 18, which I wanted to keep going that way. But we didn't want me to be like, I'm a virgin. I don't got no friends. Can y'all tell me how to make? Yeah, we didn't want me to be like that. You know what I'm saying? What I'm talking about with pretending. So I'm doing that same walk and that same trajectory, right? And someone's school project was to play with that trajectory. And then when I heard, you know what I'm saying? When I heard that down, shot it and goddamn had a goddamn what's the name? And the trajectory explains that backdoor issue of, like I talked about, women that can eat. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, well, there's a dimension that has to be ate out in titles before it gets to this trajectory. Oh, so, you know, organic knife? Got the stabbing. You did what I said? You did. You know what I'm saying? As the bullet catcher of my family. So, that being said, because actually, someone was telling me they was going to have to, what's the name? So I saved them for that situation. And then, you know, obviously I will always be that legendary person that played one in the chamber and from that college, even though I didn't want to go to that college. It was identity theft because I was on the phone. Ed said I spoke to a college about football. So, yeah. So, you know, it's a trajectory I was brought home with me and went to school. And obviously, like I said, I got away from a lot of pussy since single digits to 18. And you know, I had crazy fish scale from doing that trajectory and getting men out of the hot seat of the argument where a woman knows loss is going to be there, and then it's not a waiting game. It's a game from that zoning from workplace. They saw the man stop caring, but they kept, there's like, laws got to hold me down. And then, boom, young Webpoolz saves the day and get the men out the hot seat. They get roasted. I always chilled with the kids in a way that they can go home instead of them in a trajectory, because that's none of their business. I was too mature for my age, you know, so I took that on myself. And then someone had a school project to mess with that trajectory. that same way, like I said about peaks happen. So peaks, and then I'm playing one in the chamber, and boom, I'm playing one in the. I already, now there's themes to one in the. One in the chamber one was a cold game. One in the chamber two was. One in the game. Every new goddamn game of one in the chamber was cold. They was like, goddamn. I got a song called One in the Chamber. I might play it next time, but yeah. So, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I heard that. And she know what I'm talking about too. And I don't wish bad on people because they do fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what linear breaching is. You know what I'm saying? Girl talk. You know what I'm saying? And that was linear breaching and girl talk. That you know how to get out of this stuff. And I'm Zozie. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the bullet catcher. I'm Zuzi. We'll say that. You know what I'm saying? And on the telepathy, I was like, all right, well, all right, you're Gucci now. It's time for you to, when it's gonna follow you to your room. All that's here is the one in chamber game, so we could do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Lance's Patriots in this bitch with this crazy fish scale. Yeah. So then, like I said, every girl always tell me some shit that make me know it's porn. And then I'm watching this commercial and they talking about One in the Chamber 2 coming out. And it was such a soap opera. It was crazy. Oh, better than One in the Chamber 1. Oh, and I'm about to say, I'm about to goddamn. I was about to goddamn talk like. I know. I know how I talk. And it's not time for that. No. And then, verb you. And then, 1 for beginnings, 2 for copy, 3 for growth, 4 for stability. At GTA 4, New York. But they still looking for me. They say I don't care how much more. That really still scare me. But I'm ready for much more. Cause if you know what I know, then why are we so froze? Like if I never told you. Why can't I tell you that? I don't want to hear what you're gonna go to. I saw the way them other people got it in since a kid. Yeah, that's just my excuse. Since I can't use that, I'm an old soul. Yeah, I was just foreign, even though I was American. Boy, I'm not even gonna call that what Jay was. I would say that was a spinoff. But yeah, so it's just like, you know what I'm saying? That's the best right way to explain it. So, it's just weird. Like, people want to play One in the Chamber instead of me find my significant other. They made a girl version of the game. Nah, that shit got that co-op. That no goddamn. That's One in the Chamber, and that niggas hit co-op. Webpoolz always cool. But, yeah, so. I don't do what you tell me to, because you to only thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, One in Chamber 1 started with that. Kids don't know he for the Atlantis Patriots or people don't know because he don't talk about it. But the humidity control is still there. And then people hit co-op. And that's how, that's how the player 2 can goddamn go talk to what's I'm being a fool. But I'm saying, I'm funny as hell. I don't know how to make friends as an adult, y'all. Y'all come tell me how to make friends as an adult. But in the end, y'all don't be doing, y'all be having sex. Y'all don't be doing porn. Y'all be having sex. Y'all ain't gotta lie. I'm a virgin. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing saucy. Ain't nothing get to it. Yeah, we get to it. I was like, that's how I tell Bud. Like, hold up, nigga. Hold up. You said you gonna hold your side of the Western name. And then you start, I think I said it to you. I ain't mad at you. I'm mad that you said you was. That's what the fuck shit was. Whatever it was, right? So, you know what I'm saying? I don't want them. It's like the One in Chamber is past 5. You know what I'm saying? But everybody knew One in the Chamber 2 could come out. You get what I'm saying? From One in the Chamber. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, when it got to 5, it was like, why is this such a great, like, people got tired of it, like, what's the word when something, I can't think of the word when something, like, people be like, I can't think of the word, I can't remember, but, it's kind of like, people got tired of the game keep getting greater. And that's what it was repeating. Like, I say in the song, it's not a waiting game. It's an up game. And these niggas never don't trust a thing. Inconsistency or cool made me boring. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that word is for boring when things consistent like that. Yeah, so it's like the beginning of the game, it explains I got my fish scale to a high level, the whole bunch of tutorials on why you shouldn't call me close my eyes, sleep, and then people's like, dang, this game got some long ass tutorial, but this tutorial fire as hell. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, people are playing so dumb about Shawty say the way he sleep is like his Tron. It's like I have never played a sandbox game in the tutorial. You can go anywhere while it's tutorial. And then that's when the goddamn trajectory, they're like, I think the game about to start. So, yeah, because it's like, if you really care, first of all, it's not echoing. My heart's broken. I put on for my city, on for my city. I put on. So, yeah. So, yeah. Maybe Shawty that I'm supposed to be with put on, and she's just like, that's what I did in co-op. Maybe. But yeah, so in the end, all I'm saying is no one is trying to play one in the chamber with these connections. You know what I'm saying? But that's what made me an infamous underground artist. I want to be with a connection. I want to be with somebody that if we start going out, if they already a big publicity, all right, whatever way I'm speaking, and people like, you know what you're talking about. To this extent, when it's the whole thing I've been saying in all my videos, I know what I'm talking about, but they just want to give me this to extent. Clout. You know, it echoes that connection, and people just don't want to give it to us. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so beautiful. I don't want to go out with somebody and then now I'm stuck in this new one in the chamber game that I should have knew this connection. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just don't know how to make friends as an adult because it's just like I know how to do everything else but make friends. And it's like, okay, so I feel like the world has to stabilize in a way that people are like, okay, I would rather this person is significant other than chilling with those people. And then, people like to get drunk and, go play around again like that. But in the end, the situation I'm talking about is everything I'm saying, all my friends could have came on here and I was like, oh, what's up? And then if I wanted to upset them for stuff they don't want to talk about. So it's like y'all not live, and I'm just this stuff should not upset you talking about it. You know what I'm saying? If they came on my live, and it's like, what you want to talk about? There's nothing I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I'm invading them thinking there's something I want to talk about because they see the money, the fast money, and I'll be safe because it shouldn't upset them. I said, okay, so that's the fast money, and you just own that and compare it to other quantity of people or quality of people that I know, they'll agree this shouldn't upset you. I'm gonna just take it shouldn't upset you and talk about whatever I want to talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not about fast money. I'm about a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes echoes I'm about a lot of money that is just, maybe just gonna manifest for some shit. I do not think like that. But that's street comedy. That is foolish. So yeah, y'all. I don't know how to make friends, y'all. I try to. That's what the streets said to me. I forgot what it said. I'ma go and get. I forgot why I said in that song. I'ma go and get the money. I'ma go. Something like that. That's what you said. You know what I'm saying? That's what it always echoed when I chilled with people when I was a kid. Like, I'ma go and get the money. My music is supposed to make you laugh. You have to be lame as shit to not understand that and leave me out of my comedy. Like, I don't think y'all be laughing. I think I believe y'all heard my music and be like, all right, I was just trying to be funny and not respect his personality that's how he chill with me and stuff. But you have to be lame as shit to try to roast my song and don't know I had that joke already when I was doing the cadence of the song. Like, you have to try to leave me out of my own cadence of trying to be funny like that. Because, that's what you have to do as an artist, though. You have to flow in a way that brings the whole audience in. So, you have to flow to your attention, right? So if someone rapped about getting pulled over, right? You got to hear... Like when I said my stock and talking about authority went up, everybody knows exactly like what it's like for me getting pulled over. Like I said in the song, I forgot what beat it was, but it was a cover of a beat. We was just going to the church. That was one. If everybody know my volume, you know, everybody knows it's just the main. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said that. So, um, like, I ain't gonna lie, I got my blood through things. I am a vampire, a living vampire. You know what I'm saying? You can't leave me out of my own joke of saying that. And be like, no, you serious? No, that's not why you so serious. You know, that's what that bar is making fun of people trying to leave me. You know what I'm saying? Or going live like come just with the paper. Had to do it like, oh, see ya. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I said in a song, I picked the knife, I like what they say I'ma do to you. I thought I was the coolest from the moves we made, and I picked the gun up like I don't remember your name. Please don't judge me and don't just try to stray. Like I know the whole, you know what I'm saying? And I picked the cash up like what we gonna adopt today. Oh, here comes the man. You feel like people know, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's hard to build a flow like that and put it in a song, but I did it. And also, I said, and I pick the cop up every time I try to speed. And it's they be like, oh, your missions are so live and they don't want to fade away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't know how to make friends. Like, I can't speed, y'all. I can only vibrate to how fast I want to go. I don't, you know, this is where friends come in, ain't it? That's what I'm trying. That I didn't say the bar right. I might play it in another video, but yeah, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, you can't play dumb about that type of flow of, say, I picked the ball up and I really had a gather step, and they're like, I picked the ball up and gather steps, and they really took me. I'm going so fast, you know what I'm saying? That's what that bar mean. And like I said, you can't play dumb about what they mean to try to cloud up the accommodation that gets from the story that's getting told. You know what I'm saying? And people do that. What was the song that I was talking about while I was saying that? But yeah, so because I speed, right? And so it's like that's what it is. I can't find friends that want to help. They like, you gonna get pulled over for speeding like that? I'm on foot. What? Because you know, I say traffic. People like traffic. Oh, I thought you was talking about a car. People not in traffic while we on foot. Oh yeah, shut the hell up. Traffic and anything that can metaphorically stand for that same thing. Like, that should be blowing my mind when people think they's clever. But yeah. So that's the whole point. It's like, yeah, I'm speeding, and you know, that people's like it gets to a point. It gets to a point, right? That's what I'm going through right now with trying to have my own platform. So I can't keep speeding and then it accommodates me. You gotta get people that want to save you or die. Like, but yeah, so yeah, that would be a good way to tell my significant other, like, what you doing? And I'm like, I was playing a one in the chamber game. Okay, you know, porn is not real. They'd be like, oh, no, porn not real. I was playing a one in a chamber game. Okay, and you know, I made the game, and and I just so happenly to be the the character you play with. You know, if blue kids can do, we can do. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah. So, but back to it, y'all. I don't know how to make friends. I, I, you know what I like? What the atmosphere is echoing is. I was always speeding, but had time for people. Like I said, I always knew make friends as kids and stuff like that. To like I say, my wrestlers know what I'm talking about. About always having an ear out for them. Like I was never too busy for nobody. But I was still trying to be the very best that no one ever was. Doom, 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 doom. That if it doesn't show the stereotypical way, I still just was. Doom, 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 doom. Got a sportsmanship award for the goldfishes and travel across. Doom, 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 doom. These Pokemon won't understand the power that's inside. You know what I'm saying? So. I still reached that pinnacle, like I was saying, to be able to juggle heartbeats and win a sportsmanship award. To be that scary and win a sportsmanship award is a goddamn Adams Family. You know what I'm saying? It's a very prolific award and captain, leader of my team. The main thing I like is being the captain and winning a sportsmanship. Being the captain I was for my team. And saying my wrestlers know what I'm talking about and win the sportsmanship award. That's the big thing. And then I can give other examples of what I meant to other schools and zoning. Like the other example I gave about knowing how I helped people with zoning, and I always had an ear out. I never had to say a lot to people. Not like move. Like I wish I had your mom, but I'm not a mom. You know what I'm saying? But so people don't wish they had me at all. They bad that give them space to think for themselves because it accommodates. But yeah, so that. So in the end, this is how people that have the culture of the late '90s down, of the little brother I was for my older sisters. Not a lot of people. Some foreigners felt like they had it, but yeah. So I got to the point that I still made time for people even though I could speed. I'm stuck while I'm trying to speed. So it's like, y'all was trying to mess up my juggling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to make friends, I guess, as an adult. Because when it was told that I might not be able to juggle Mo, I'm just juggling and I can still see you. I'm just juggling and I can still see you. I can still see you. There's not a lot between that. What is that? Oh, I'm just juggling and I can still see you. I'm just juggling and I can still see you. Super. Nope. I'm just juggling and I can still see you. I can still see you. But yeah, so that's why I do that, because it sounds off on that. But yeah. So that's also what I was talking about with family orientated. Yeah, I see the family orientated with me first impression to keep conversation going with me. I guess people don't want to keep conversation going because of that. For as I said, freeze. Whoever. And you said freeze. There. A long time ago. But yeah, so yeah. Just that whole understanding of zoning and people in a better position. And every time I speed, it was a great alibi. It wasn't the wrong time at the wrong place. It was linear breaching and clout and people falling to owner telepathy, like how I said, infamous underground artists, and they said, I wonder if I'll catch this. Who's that Pokemon? You know what I'm saying, or something. Or I would have never got caught. You know what I'm saying? There was nothing there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be. This is why I said in my last video about we all human, right? And entrepreneur detective Webpoolz. It's like I can't be sharp and be prepared to know where authority is. But we're all human, so it's not like I was hiding. I was doing, I was not snitching. I was like getting people through, zoning. It's not a waiting game, up game. From that up game, people was like, maybe if I do some, bitch, you knew I. That's what every time I pick the car up every time. It's just so live. I ever the bar go for whatever reason I don't remember it for speeding, right? No, it's not that serious. That's what it is. But yeah, so it's that whole understanding. I don't feel like showing again. But yeah, so yeah, 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 it was every time I get in position, it was a and it's like, bitch, you knew. You put your life in danger if I was said, oh hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like how there's clout that keep shrouding over something something like that. You know what I'm saying, right? Something like that. So yeah, I'm still speeding, but I'm just, I've got control over my speed, and I've been cornered from my speed. Anybody want me? Excuse me, my body didn't even want me to say that stuff. It said, "Now be polite." That's what y'all be trying to do to me. My body did it to me. So yeah, that was lawful of my body. What y'all do, that's illegal. But yeah, so that's the whole point. That's the whole point. But okay. So in the end, I've been in a lot of situations where a commercial came out about the new One in the Chamber game. Say what I just said. You know what I'm saying? I wanna. So, so, so in the end, well, where we at? Ooh. Oh, so this is, let's talk about if I get in a relationship, that connection that people didn't have their first rodeo with celebrities or Hollywood. They, like I said, keep doing something from physical to metaphysical when my whole city knew we was a whole juggernaut. Because I'm not no goddamn what's the name, you know what I'm saying, loud person. I'm a yell if you're in the alley person, and I was a neighborhood kid, young baby Webpoolz. So it's like that street comedy. I'm not a loud person, so it fits that there's more to the world than the physical. Obviously, damn it, I can go. I dreamed while y'all be like, I had a nightmare. Y'all talking about some. I had a nightmare. I just had a nightmare. I saw this in my nightmare. I'm going. I dream. I dream. So, just want people to understand I'm a bullet catcher. You feel me? I don't want to put myself in other. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a great guy. Um, y'all hooder. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hooder. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'll take it. I'm a bitch. I'll take it. Please. I'm a bitch ass nigga that can't talk about dreaming. So, yeah, so I'm just in that mist. I like when I said the word mist because that's what it is when people could tell someone doesn't dream. So, yeah, we just try to put a bullet hole in that space of coming back from that miss. But, let's miss it right so I can not miss or some shit, right? So that's how I understand. So my connection with, it's not a sad story, y'all. I think the car every time I try to speed. And I just be like, oh, you saw me clear, didn't you? You didn't see me? No, I was just in this mist. No, I was just in this mist, you know what? But, however, I have to survive to the next, you know what I'm saying, mist, right? So, no, that's why it's obvious, I'm a controlled substance, Joker card, right? So, where's Waldo, head ass boy? But, alright, so, um, yeah, so obviously, what I just say, authority aren't sharper than celebrities that don't want to be in. Can thank someone for a miss. And I was saying, so I don't want to, get in a relationship and this connections talk. I'd rather speed out of Hollywood while authorities say, oh, who's your favorite artist? It's a girl. Some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every time I try to speed. But like I said, been out of that, you know what I'm saying, since a kid, of trajectories and stuff like that, and just been a gentleman, a mature person. And yeah, I want to be in a relationship with somebody that the connection that, because getting with anybody will have that connection. I'm not saying I need to get with a celebrity. So I'm not saying so the girl has to have her own money. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I'm being in a position that those connections are real, and that doesn't change because someone became a celebrity. So, it's rated Z. You know what I'm saying? Only giving out flight swag. Watch me deliver my throwbacks. I call that flea flickers. I figure to stop putting new songs on my phone when I made my own. Shawty, is that wrong? I don't care if it is. Boy, I did a freestyle when I was in my own apartment. Right places and all that. Long, don't you see me? Don't you see me? I'm speeding. I'm speeding. I'm just speeding. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, you know, it's like first I had to troubleshoot being alone, and we gotta get used to. I ain't gonna be like, I had, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, circle around. What we gonna call it? All right, I dreamed. You know what I'm saying? That's our, you know. I'm speeding. Like they see the missing, like, you know, if there was laughters. I'm speeding. I'm speeding. I'm just speeding. And like I said about, um, we're all human. If that don't put it together, I like the silence of not putting it together. And that's what I was trying to get with saying that at 19. So, don't you see me? I'm just speeding. I'm speeding. I just, why put me in tears of myself singing that? Boy, so mature. It was like my city was calling the person lame. How I was like, okay, understood. Or, you know, calling the city lame that I was in general, and everybody wanted to fall in that. Like, okay, y'all hooder. You get what I'm saying? I'm speeding. I'm speeding. I'm just speeding. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So y'all go through y'all days. That was fun, and I'm not in no mess down my nightmare. Seeing that in celebrities or other people's stories, and you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I'm speeding. I'm speeding. I'm just speeding. So yeah. But I let us only giving out flight swag. Watch me deliver my throwbacks. I call that flea flickers. I figured to stop putting new songs on my phone when I made my own. Tell me, is that wrong? Don't care if it is. Only. I know the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about, where it's like, I said free, you know what I'm saying? I said freeze. You know what I'm saying? And people want to, I'm speeding, I'm just speeding. So, yeah. I can't even rap an old ass song. I'll take that stock. Raise the stock of that song. Oh no, no. A funny song is when I don't think he followed me. Um, and we Jamaican, so he knows that I'm. You know, he gives me points of being that alpha male. Making fun of parents that don't understand what a man gotta do what a man gotta do, because then he tries to go on his land. What a man gotta do what a man gotta. No, that's where you get back. Yeah. So, you know, just on the telepathy, but killing it, oh, killing it. Oh my God. The kids where we lived at loved my music too. They're like, it sounds like auto-tune. I said, what? And then he's like, yeah, because he could hear I didn't put auto-tune on myself. So it's like, I sound beautiful. That's what he was trying to tell me. But we know, you know, life is not like that no more. No, but talking about who I'm talking about, he did have a kid producer that knew I didn't want all too much shit, but I was just going to, you know, that was one of the songs that he did, but he would, It was when I was producing my own music, what he was talking about. Like I said, if he heard that song, he could like, every song is colder and colder. For whatever I was be talking about in my videos about, being around and solid recommendation, and people can't wait to talk. I mean, it's not like that no more. People are comfortable in their shoes, acting like I'm trying to beat somebody instead of who's that Pokemon. You get what I'm saying? And I'm hard to catch. Like, I'm being cocky by being hard to catch instead of the process of, speeding and making time for anybody that can catch up with me now that I'm stuck from speeding. Not really stuck, but that's how it'll be politic like, because but yeah, that was crazy. I, like I'm the same captain, you know what I'm saying? Whatever I was saying about authority in my last video and this one in the beginning, well, I said I'm not going. I'll call. Like I said, I will only call what's the name if they're affiliated, cause killing it, killing it, killing it. Oh, killing it. Oh, killing it. Just people do what they do. I'm down, killing it, killing it. Killing, sleeping on the edge of my bed. Yes, using no walls of support. Yeah, no. It's the same way up in my head. Walls up so a nigga don't fall off course. Ain't chilling with nobody by force, because haters of course. But tell me one thing, man. If haters calling names, not getting restrained. If haters calling names, not getting restrained. Man, yo, man. When I'm hitting this propane, my music is my slang, cause I don't explain it in English, so I'd rather not speak it, cause if I did, you would only understand it in just pieces. Ain't no time for no recess, it's time to grow up. Why y'all shocked? I always underdone it. Have a go. Damn. K-A-N, I forgot what he said. But he knew that I had, before I even went to a business, so that's why I wasn't mad when I got told stuff about music from other people. He already knew this is the same. And now that I say my wrestlers know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the worst invitation. I'm a great time. I'm all around. You know what I'm saying? It was that crazy vibe. Killing it, someone call an ambulance. Killing it, someone call an ambulance. Oh, killing it. Oh, killing it. Killing it. Sleeping on the edge of the bed, using no what's to support. It's the same way up in my head. Well, I gotta do that in this week. It's the same way up in my head. While you know what I'm saying, that makes sense. Last time my wrestlers know what I'm talking about. It's me. You know what I'm saying. I always have that tent up. You know what I'm saying. Sleeping on the edge of the bed, using no walls of support. It's the same way up my head. Walls off so a nigga don't fall off court. Ain't chillin' course, ain't chillin' by nobody the force. But haters of course, but just by court. But tell me one thing, man. Every hand calling names, I get them restrained on the pain. Why you? My slang, I don't explain it in English, so I'd rather not speak it, cause if I did, you would only understand it in just pieces. No time for no recess, it's time to grow up. Why y'all shocked? The time I was doing the same TikTok, y'all want me to get y'all, you know what I'm saying? That bar right there, stop, went the fuck up. Oh, the time to the same TikTok, you sit here. Like I know what to do. Y'all want me to get y'all? Well, I feel like that's a setup. You know what I'm saying? Balling on the Hall of Fame worthy and better. They want to burn me because I never ever just go and let up. Understand, lazy overachiever, not lazy. Not no letter man, but still getting lettered though. And the letter stole from my piece. You know what I'm saying? So what makes that parent a better than the greatest single parent? So that bar fly over y'all head. Cause obviously I got lettered. But you know, my little cousin talking about this other celebrity goddamn cooler or some shit. So whatever. So he never got lettered, so he feels me. But alright, so oh no. So the never worst invitation to get a letter is a lame. I'm the first motherfucker to never be the worst invitation. One probably maybe don't want to call it. I'm a great time, but don't want to say invitation. You know what I'm saying? And get lettered and not still known in Georgia by a great aspect. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is known. That is inverted survey compliment, and only one I can do inverted surveys that way. Economics, peaks, positions. Damn, I wish I could remember the song, like sleeping on the edge of the bed, cause it's like, boy, oh my god, right? That's through teenage, goddamn. Sleeping on the edge of the bed, using no water support. Like, what the parent do? And I'm the youngest, you know what I'm saying? And it's because, I never heard you. Sleeping on the edge of the bed, using the water support. It's the same way up my head. Wise up so a nigga don't fall up course. Chilling by nobody the force. Head is a course. Judgment court. But tell me one thing, man. If Hayden's getting judged, we mention the name without the plane. Why you worrying about they? Oh man, if judging is getting, well, tell me one thing, man. If hating is getting done, sleeping on the edge of the bed, using no water support. It's the same way up in my head. Wise up so a nigga don't fall off course. Ain't chilling with nobody by force. A haters of course. Judgment, you know how did I get it? Ain't chilling with nobody by force. Haters of course. Judgment court. But tell me one thing, man. Judgment of the same way to play. Why you let it know that? We don't know the definition of your name. I don't bro, man. Nah, niggas is my slang. Cause I don't be explaining it in English. So I rather not speak it. If you they destroyed a role model that can talk like that for kids. Good thing I'm KAN and I can keep it going and it's an inverted survey. Cause say I didn't want to do all this stuff. And I was just an artist rapping like that. Just surveying my own self. That's beautiful. And y'all hutter, you know what I'm saying? Because why you trying to be so beautiful for people? Tough niggas, real strong street niggas don't be helping other niggas in the street. I'll take it. You got it, man. You out of the miss. You in the street with no street miss. Who Sonic rings that up? You go play. You know what I'm saying? Go live that street life. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't real. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck I'm talking about. Sleeping on the edge of the bed. Using no walls. What I say? Sleeping on the edge of the bed. Sleeping on the water support. It's the same way up my head. So a nigga don't fall up court. I can't remember. That then started a peak of speed. I'm just speeding. Sleeping on the edge of the bed, using no water support. It's the same way up my head. So my nigga don't fall off course. Cause don't you live with nobody before. It's a head of the court, a judge on the court. But tell me one thing, man. It's hating getting judged when I calling the name. If hating getting judges on the name, why you mad? You don't know the definition of your name. Not hitting this propane. My music is my slang, cause I don't know how to explain it in English. So I rather not speak it. Cause if I did, you would only understand it in just pieces. Ain't no time for no recess. It's time to grow up. Why y'all shot? The clock always do the same TikTok. Y'all wanted me to get y'all. Well, I feel like it's sad of it. Hall of Fame worthy and getting better. Y'all wanna hurt me because I never ever just go and let her understand lazy overachiever. And that's sarcasm. I'm speeding but can't move. But back then it wasn't to this. Not emotion didn't keep me this stagnant. No letter man, but still getting letter though. Gonna let in the soul teaching me peace, cause the letter is Z. Yeah, right, that's rated Z. None, cause I've been discreet. Don't know no senses. All I know, no. Don't know no senses. I don't know how to spit discreet. Cause I see why. Cause I'll achieve MVP. I said something about rookie, I think, and I said I achieve MVP. I'm just that guy. Oh, man was the rookie in your MVP. Don't understand putting the stock of that song. Killing it, someone call an ambulance. Killing it, someone call an ambulance. Woo, killing it, someone call an ambulance. You know what I'm saying? Late 20s, I'm not even hitting your peak. 19-year-old me, you was way better, guy. You had it. You was inspiring. You was getting invasive from trajectory. You had friends that you could, it was what's the word? A stalemate for who to call, who not to call. You're killing it. Someone call an ambulance, and you know the whole lyrics to that song. You know what I'm saying? Clockwise. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say 19-year-old would be in football, but you probably have the clout where it'll slow me down. So, but in the end, I just want to throw that out there so when I talk connections, you understand this is a decade and some change, and if connections didn't build from then, yeah. So the situation is, I don't know, like I said, in the individuals in general, as an adult, I don't know how to make new friends, and it's like, I don't want to be in nobody's DMs, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like people are only going to read it their way. They're not going to read it in a way that will put me in a position that I don't have to wait no more. So I'm like, why even try that shit? You get what I'm saying? And then, in the end, that song I did, like I said, wrestler got there. I don't even have to bring up Game and Marino and what's the name. It was, I could bring up alumni from school and lettered. You know what I'm saying? And sportsmanship award me more and lettered me more than what other people's letters meant, because they was just trying to. Wow, I was a whole. I'm not. If you don't ask me to buy him now, I'm not gonna make him. And then it mean a lot for what he did. You know what I'm saying? It still means that the letterman that never existed. The letter without a letterman. You get what I'm saying? Sound Hall of Fame to me. Hall of Fame worthy, getting better. They wanna hurt me cause I never ever just go and let her. Understand, lazy overachiever. No letterman, but still getting letter though. Oh, you talking shit. By late 20s, that's the kid's meal for how I speed past people that don't want to help themselves or help others, and that gives me the opportunity to help myself, if not anticipate where other people might need a helping hand. And they say, wait, even if they don't say I see in their face, they say, wait. Even if they don't say I see in their face, they say, wait. Killing it, someone call an ambulance. 90 on me, go. But yeah, so I don't want to prolong y'all other than that understanding of connections are connections. Um, it don't hurt to talk, right? But yeah, so it's just that whole understanding. I might go live again and play some music, but let's do it like this, right? Every video I've made from under handle more than 30, you know, I don't, I just have a lot to talk about. I don't need to go more than 15 minutes. If discreet comedy wasn't people anticipating the subject I might talk about. So I'm like, since I have an overload of little 2 minute skits I could do to talk. So let's just get this whole platform of meeting a mind's inverted survey out the way. So every live I've been doing, like I just forgot what I was saying or something, right? Every live I've been doing is trying, and now I'm saying it in this live as fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, right? Is y'all don't got no motion. Y'all are playing cops and robbers. That's not no motion. Anybody can cop and rob. You don't see a lot of Grand Theft Auto games out because anybody can. Saints Row barely is hard as hell too. There's a reason why Saints Row. It's like you see, Saints Row is hard because it's like you see the sniper on the roof. Or like I said, I'm not trying to be the sniper on the roof. I'm on the roof trying to play. Right? That's Saints Row, right? So, it's that type of put together. You know what I'm saying? And then, I keep talking about these crazy, people just know somebody and make it on the team. I know myself. So what is that going to do? You know what I'm saying? A team got clothed chemistry from playing it. You can name every team by another franchise. Like, I'm speeding so much I don't know who played yesterday or some shit. Yes, I do. That's what I'm saying. Y'all have no motion. All y'all have is to try to corral when that motion is talking and say, no, that's not why you standing still. No, that's not why you so serious. I'm just trying to figure out why they don't want to have those conversations. Waiting patient, I said. You know what I'm saying? All these videos, discrete comedy video is to say y'all don't have motion without saying it. And the platform got to tweaking. Like I was saying I had motion. No, I just said y'all don't have motion. You know what I'm saying? That is not motion. Motion is creating. You're off someone else's motion. Y'all get what I'm saying? That is not motion. That's like a kid saying, "Can I get McDonald's?" And they're like, "Yeah, we can get McDonald's." You're like, I got motion. That's what kids do too. Really, and they ain't trying. They didn't try you. That's what it was. Like how y'all be acting like y'all got motion. That ain't no motherfucking motion. And they're being serious. They're not even joking to make fun of those people that act like they got motion by having their own sandbox of cops and robbers. You know what I'm saying? And these kids think they put a cheat code in so they can say like an ultimate infinite life, infinite ammunition cheat code in or something. Humidity control. Like I said, I ain't never asked for nothing. No means no. And I said freeze. And I said, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to saturate, make all these lives to say, y'all don't have motion. Because I know I've been attacking, you know what I'm saying, right? For a video I made. But I'm already past that threshold that we not getting offended that way. Because you would want that. Because that's stupid to get offended about. Or the understanding of laws in general are the threshold of that's just you. Like I said, my sisters and my siblings would be like, oh, okay, mommy, I'm about to worry about school. And then when I said, oh, it's just you. Y'all don't have no motion. Like I said, with connections I could talk about, and then that's why I wanted to meet up with people, because that was my motion. And say, oh, no, you don't. You sit right here. Motion! That's motion. Aren't y'all meeting up with people because, like I said, but don't have no motion on the linear? That was my beginning motion of being born in single digits. Y'all don't have no motion. Don't tell me, no, you did not have motion when you was a kid like me. You know what I'm saying? No, you did not have motion when you was a teenager. I know you. And no, you don't have motion now. You're playing cops and robbers. You straight up Grand Theft Auto and living a cosplay, not Grand Theft Auto. You're not Grand Theft Auto. I got a song called something like that. And it goes, no one, no one. Like, that's how I would walk on a basketball court where people try to act like I don't get picked up, like I'm trashed. No one wants to make money. All they wanna do is cosplay. I'm saying about that life. And they gonna show me emotionally. You know, now you know I get picked up in games, and I solidify myself at courts all over Georgia. So in the end, y'all don't all these videos is to say y'all don't have motion. Come on, get mad at him. He's telling the truth. Get mad at the truth, man. No motion. Listen, y'all don't have no motherfucking motion. And I don't know how to make friends with having this type of motion. In the end, as an underground artist that would kept hitting peaks from his own apartment, and like the example I was giving in the song, in songs in general I was younger that was doing their own numbers, because it's not until like my recent songs, which now I understand Death for SoundCloud era, whatever, right? Because my numbers was going up so fast and stopped, so I understand it now. And other things like that on other platforms that did the same type of gesture. You know, we had to like try to stop my connections of my motion of baby Webpool to Webpool to have motion on that criteria, and it's just a cops and robbers. My motion was a whole, you know what I'm saying? Say y'all, like, yeah, y'all say y'all had a nightmare, and you're like, hold up. Y'all don't have nightmares like that. Y'all like how I said it like that? You know what I'm saying? Motion. That's too much motion. Yeah, that's too much motion. Sit down. Every day. New motion. Sit down. Every day. Y'all have no motion. You know what I'm saying? Y'all favorite artists is none of them have, so you can wait. I'm doing this so y'all can wave at them. I don't know if y'all gonna watch this long goddamn. But if y'all get to this point, if you think your favorite artist be like, oh, I heard this underground artist talk about owner telepathy, and now y'all got a cadence or something like that's the motion. Y'all tell them they ain't got no motion. Tell them that too. You know what I'm saying? Tell everybody. It's like I'm not elaborating about. It's like we trying to hide from me trying to say. Well, you don't have motion if you're trying to not understand. I'm talking about you. Stop hiding. That's no motion. You haven't created shit. I'm still off my own motion that I created. If it fails, it fails. It hasn't failed. I have to move this way to stay on that motion. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole point. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to tell y'all. I can call games from players not having motion. You know what I'm saying? I can call these artists out, you know, or if they're not a celebrity, if they're not an artist as a celebrity, call them out. You know what I'm saying? It's very dry, and I have a lot of people that know. I follow a lot of people on this handle that really know me, and I'm only gonna talk up about something that surfaces. Not I'm trying to be something. And what's surfacing now I done oversaturated. Like I said, I like my shit on 1,000% before I say something. Let alone my wrestlers know what I'm talking about. Y'all have no motion. Y'all are fine with calling the world boring. It'll be like we not trying to go outside because it's busy outside. Why we call it boring? If there was something not stopping my motion, if not our motion, it was a great time. It was never the worst invitation. We was young to get to that type of building because we didn't have the adults that would give us that building. And now I'm an adult, and it's like we can't, like I said, we can't go outside boring. What that mean? No motion. I plead my case, goddamn. Over with. That's everything. No motion. What you thought talking about that was gonna give us motion?